Hey there, Virgo. But let's look at the bottom of the deck, the happy family card. Although I'm going to change that because I don't like that because depending on how old you are and where you are in your life and your situation, I'm going to call it the happy life card, not the happy family card, because family puts this expectation that you have to have a family. And I think that's one of my criticisms of this card is that the happy family is going to, 1111, it's 1111, is going to look very different to everyone, and that you have to make sure that it's your definition. So I'm going to call it the happy life card, I've decided from here on out. And your happy life may be being single. It may not involve a family at all. It may not involve children. It may involve your dog. It may involve, there's absolutely no right or wrong. And so just the only caution I have with this card is to be careful that you're not trying to keep up with the Joneses or whatever. And looking, if I just had what those people have, what that person has, I'll be happy. Well, not necessarily. A lot of celebrities have fame and fortune and they are not happy. So what you think is going to make you happy won't necessarily make you happy. So making sure how you define your happy life is what's truly making you happy on the inside. So I think that's what you're going to sort of gain some more clarity about being at the bottom of the deck is, what is your definition of happy? And finding out that happiness, of course, comes from within, not from without. Although I said I think winning the lottery, I would be pretty happy. And then you have the Seven of Wands. This card is all about defending yourself without being defensive. So this is being an advocate. And, she has the high ground. She's in a very good position. So you're in a very good position this month. But just make sure that people don't get you on the defensive. As a friend of mine said, just the facts, ma'am. Don't go into a situation and get all emotional and, well, he's a jerk, No. Tell the facts, and the facts will let other people see that the person's a jerk or whatever, or shirk their responsibility or whatever. But remaining, and it's, as a fire sign, as fire card, that is something as a fellow fire sign that we have to be careful about. So just the facts, ma'am. Be defensive, defend your position, but don't be defensive. Or as my dad says, never get in a pissing contest with a skunk. And then we have the Five of Cups. So this has come up now for the third time. You're the seventh card or sign I'm reading for. And I'm on this codependent kick, so I'm just going to go with it with this one. So if this is your sun and moon sign has come up with this, you'll hear me say this more than once. But so in this deck, this card to me is the perfect codependent deck. Okay, so here, and we're going to use a low-hanging fruit of this card is here's the addict and here's the codependent partner. And this person cannot get this person to change if this person doesn't want to. And this person needs to ask themselves what they're getting out of this situation by being codependent and staying with someone who's draining them so much and is probably by default abusive. And it's a very unhealthy, toxic dynamic that this type of relationship has. So do you get off on being the martyr? Do you get off on acting like things are out of your control because they're out of control? Well, no, you're just as in control of your actions as they are. When a person with an addiction, I'm not saying it's easy, don't get me wrong, is ready and wants to get help, then they have a chance at succeeding. But until they've acknowledged they have a problem and want help, you can't control what other people do. You know what I mean? And it's something that has to come from within them. And so what are you benefiting from by enabling or staying by this person and carrying them and their burden? It's like they have a monkey on their back, and then you're taking this person and their monkey and putting it on your back. What are you getting out of it? Because you wouldn't be doing it. If we touch a hot stove, we don't touch it again because it burns and we get no benefit from it. So that's sort of Dr. Phil. What are you benefiting? What are you getting out of it? What are they getting out of it? Really looking at these dynamics in your life and where you may have this sort of dynamic going on, or if you're clinging to someone who maybe even has walked away, or you like, why are you pining over something that was so dysfunctional? Why do you miss that? What was it? What were you getting out of it that you need to sort of examine in order to heal and being able to let it go? That's going to bring a tremendous amount of happiness. And this is like, it's sort of defending your boundaries. You need to have strong boundaries, because these people are not going to let you go. This guy is not going to let you go easily. And he's going to, I knew you would leave me. I knew you would let me go, right? That sort of guilt. Well, you know what? Just the facts, ma'am. Well, you are mistreating me. You are a burden to me, and I do not need your behavior to dictate my life. You're draining our bank account. You got a DWI, whatever, I'm using low-hanging fruit of an alcoholic just because it's an easy example from this card. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah. So he is a lawyer. He doesn't care about necessarily the emotions. Here we go. Just the facts. Just the facts, ma'am. So this is really, you need to cut away some of the emotional cups are an emotion. Some of the emotional attachments or excuses or dynamics that are going on this month. And cut away all that and look at things very clearly and thoughtfully and make a decision from your head, not your heart. And that is how you're going to find some happiness, by unburdening yourself from things that are not your burden. What are you carrying around? What have you been carrying around that isn't yours to carry around, but you allowed someone to put on you for whatever reason? And therapists are amazing at helping you sort some of those things out. I think literally everyone should go to therapy, because I think it's so beneficial to have that, someone to mirror back and help you look at things that are not intimately involved in your situation in some way, that have their own biases or judgments already about the situation. I mean, those people can be helpful too, like your friends, but having someone who's completely out of the picture that's there to just help you is really beneficial. But I do see you guys taking a stand in some aspect of your life. And even if maybe you're the guy in this picture, whether you're a man or maybe you're the guy that said, I'm ready now. I'm ready to deal with something. And this could be something much smaller. This doesn't have to be an addiction or anything, but any negative things that we have in our life that isn't healthy and is potentially causing issues in our relationships. It could be an anger issue. It could be being irresponsible with money. I mean, there's a million ways it could play out. So just look at aspects of your life where you either have bad habits that need to be dealt with, or that you need to detach yourself from other people's issues, and so you can live, a happier, more functional life. That is what's going to bring happiness, the inner work and the boundaries. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you at the next video. Bye.